So John, Kear, Sheffield Eagles await your team on Sunday, another tough assignment.
It is tough, yeah. I mean, we've had a real good look at Sheffield. We've watched the Batley game, the Halifax game. We're fully aware as well that the two previous games were Toulouse and Leigh. So they've had four very, very difficult games to start the season with, and they've emerged with 2 wins. So I think that's an indication of the quality of the team. And we're pretty aware as well of the threats that they've got, and we know full well we'll have to be on the ball in order to achieve success.
Both teams have won the last 2 games, potentially coming into a bit of form. It makes it even tougher on Sunday.
It does make it tougher, yeah. I mean, I was obviously pleased to come away from Oldham with a win, because there'll be teams who'll go there and don't get anything, believe you me, because it's a sloping field, a la Batley is Bowers Fold. And I think Oldham know how to play it, so it's a tough place to go. So I was glad to come away with the 2 points, but Sheffield are coming into form as well, as you rightly point out, and we've got to be on our mettle.
Perhaps performances aren't where you want them to be, but you're picking up the results. Does that bode well for the future once things properly start clicking?
Well, to tell you the truth, in my opinion, we've played best in the 2 games that we've lost. So it just goes to show that performance doesn't always mirror results, because you've got the opposition to factor in, and you've got the referee to factor in, and you've got the condition to factor in. But I'm not displeased with where we're at, and I know we'll get better. We're bound to get better, as most teams will get better the more you play together. But the big one where we will get better, I believe, is that the surface will become better. So it become more conducive to the type of rugby that we want to play. So I'm pretty at ease where we're at. But I realise the importance of Sunday and the fact that we need that 2 points.
We've certainly seen signs that the team are starting to click that first 20 minutes especially. You know, that's a good sign for all supporters to see once the surface dries up, just what this team's capable of.
I agree with you. I mean, I think it was a bit longer than 20, Luke. I think we went down to about 28, 29 minutes where I was delighted with our performance, because we looked untroubled in defence. You know, it looks if we could handle anything that Oldham could throw at us. We were controlling the ball, we were playing good field position rugby, we were camping on their line and obviously coming away with points. And it was only after that we started to implode a little with errors and penalties. And it's something we've looked at this week, and something that we know full well will have to be better.
There were 2 really good games against Sheffield last year, and they'll be contenders again for a playoff spot like ourselves. These are the type of games where you do need to be picking up points and making a statement.
I would agree with you, yes, yeah, totally. I mean, you know, I think people talk about mini leagues within a league, don't they? But I don't buy into that, because I think anybody within that league can beat anybody else. But I do think Sheffield are of a standard where they'll be looking towards the top rather than avoiding the bottom, and that's similarly so to us. So yes, I think their aspirations, their ambitions are similar to ours. So they're one of our rivals, no doubt about that, for where we want to be. So that's what makes this game so important.
The big fixtures week after week, how important is generating momentum now ahead of the likes of Wakefield, obviously in the Cup? That won't be in the forefront, but it's important to build that momentum before that.
It is, but it's not just for Wales, it's important to build momentum in the league. As you rightly point out, we had 2 good performances but 2 losses to start the league campaign with. We've had a win with a patchy performance, shall we say, against Oldham. Well, we need a better performance again, and hopefully we can pick up the points. Then you look further down, you look at your next league fix, you think, well, perhaps we can pick up 2 there, and so on and so forth. And the Cup comes in the middle of that, and it's a welcome and a very pleasant distraction, and one that I will thoroughly enjoy, and I'm sure that the players will as well.
With it being an hour league on Sunday, it's a chance for the club as well as the players to showcase, you know, how they are in 2020, an opportunity for the club to lay down a marker. It
is, yeah, and you know, it'd be great for them to be on our league as we were over at Oldham, but it's our home game this time. And if we can be as good as what Dewsbury were in their appearance against Widnes on our league, that will certainly do me. But yes, it's good for us as a club to demonstrate that as well, to show that we can attract good crowds and make it a vibrant atmosphere for hopefully what will be a high quality game.